Uh,
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Man.
All right then. Hey guys, welcome
Oh
to
shit.
episode 5. I guess this is
Yep.
5 of Usual Suspects, featuring myself and the Wallolo.
You bolt.
Um, yeah. This one will be a short and sweet one, basically. There's not a heck of a lot of news going on at the moment. This is just going to be just a quick, brief rundown and little thoughts and tidbits. So basically, we'll start off with what we've been watching. Mr. Wallolo, what have you been watching?
Just watched the recent episode Breaking Bad, and
How did you like Breaking Bad?
yeah, it's getting pretty good.
Good? Because I've only got like another, maybe like 5 episodes left, because it's 8 and 8.
3. They've had 3 episodes.
3 episodes.
5.
So 5, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting pretty fucking intense. Yeah, I think instead of like diving into each episode, I'll just dive into like maybe. Oh, once it's all done, maybe I'll talk more about it. But yeah, it's getting there, but it's also getting to a point where everyone thinks they know where it's going.
Yeah.
But they really have no idea. Like, all these theories and stuff come out on like the subreddit for Breaking Bad. You read a few of them, and you're like, oh, okay, that could happen. But yeah, the show just flips it around and just fucking does the complete opposite. It's pretty cool. So yeah, can't wait for that to end, because apparently like the ending's like perfect, according to all the cast and the writers and stuff. So yeah, that's all I can say about it. I'll yeah, like I said, I'll dive into it when it's all done. Movies though, I watched. What did I watch? I think I just watched The Innkeepers, which is like a modern ghost story. It's alright. It's not bad. I recommend it if anyone's into scary movies. So yeah, apart from that, haven't really been watching too much. I'm gonna watch Phantoms though this weekend.
Yeah, Phantoms like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
If you guys don't realize what the last episode's title was, word bitch Phantoms like a motherfucker. Basically, that was it was a little bit obscure, so people won't really understand that one. It's basically based from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Yeah, as people know, Kevin Smith movie, and I love Kevin Smith, but it also refers to Ben Affleck in a scene where they're talking about Ben Affleck is in a whole heap of fucking movies and everything like that, and he was shit in this and shit in that, but word bitch, he was the fucking man in Phantoms like a motherfucker.
Yeah, boy.
So that's why that one was called.
I'll link that scene.
Yeah,
it's funny shit, man. It's good.
Yeah, and they got a mean ass high five on it.
Yeah, you feel that high five.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fucking solid.
Good.
Man. All right, what have you been watching?
I have been watching, obviously, there's one, I've been watching Burn Notice. Just when you were talking about final season of Breaking Bad, it made me think, because Burn Notice is on its final season, and I think it's...
How many seasons have there been of Burn Notice?
I think 7 or 8, somewhere around there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's been going for a long time.
Yeah, it's been going for a long time. I think it took a big, long break in the middle. Yeah. Final season now, it's only like 8 episodes long. Final series, final end of it. And it's quite good because I like it at the moment because every single episode is storyline episode.
Yeah.
Because you know how when you're watching a show, like they have a storyline episode, then they have like a puff piece?
Yeah.
So like a puff episode in the middle where it's just a filler. Like it's just a episode, like a random episode that doesn't really fit in with the storyline or anything like that. And Burn Notice was notorious for that. Like, they would maybe have, out of say 18 episode season, they would have maybe 4 or 5 episode pieces, and the rest were all fucking just fillers.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, yeah, it was cool, but where it's at now, like, you just, like, at the end of the last season, like, half of it was sort of devoted to storyline, which was really good. But, like, because you'd had enough by that point of so many filler episodes, because it's just the same, they just keep regurgitating the same fucking shit every fucking, like, filler episode. It just got really boring. But then they started filling in with storyline, and now it's the final season, and it's fucking mean. Like, if you guys ever liked Burn Notice or whatever, or you haven't got a show to watch, get hold of that. It's good show. But I've also been watching The Newsroom. Basically, I sort of ran out of shows to watch because there's not much happening at the moment, and went for a hunt, and I noticed that Newsroom was on like season 2, and it's an HBO show. Each episode's roughly about an hour long. Fucking good. Basically, it's based around a news studio, and 1 hour evening news program, and just the everything surrounding it. So it's sort of like a political drama at the same time. Because it's done by the same guy that wrote, The West Wing,
Social Network. Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah. The man is fucking writing masterpiece. Like,
real quick, did he write any of the episodes of House of Cards? I don't know.
I don't think he did. I don't think it is.
Basically, what we're trying to say is he's a writing genius.
Yeah, he's fucking good.
Yeah, he's good at what he does.
He knows how to do that whole like political sort of drama thing to it, surrounding like also law and everything like that. And it's a really, really good show. Even if you're not into political things or whatever, still a good show, and I advise people to watch it. It's only 10 episodes a season. Season 2 is on episode 8, up to episode 8 now, and oh my god, it's so fucking good. And it's to the point where I actually watched every episode back to back, and yeah, I didn't sleep one night because I just sat up watching it.
Yeah,
it's that fucking good. I'm just so into it. It's a fucking good show, and so glad I got onto that. So people, get onto that shit.
I've only heard good things. I need to get onto it.
There's a piece from the very first episode at the start of it. I'll link it in the description as well for this. Basically, a lot of you might have seen it, where it's a scene where Jeff Daniels is talking about how America isn't the greatest country in the world. I will put that in there. It's the first scene from the first episode, so it's not a spoiler or anything like that. And it sets the fucking tone for the entire series. I shit you fucking not. So I'll put that in there, and if you like that, you'll like the fucking series, pretty much.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's me.
Yeah, it's probably top 3 TV shows that I'm going to watch after Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, can't wait to watch it.
Yeah. Right, move on to some news now. Some news. I don't even know what the fuck that was, but I just felt like making a goddamn noise.
Just roll with it, eh?
Yeah. Oh my baby Jesus. Now, basically, first bit of news, not like I said at the start, not much news coming out. I think probably the biggest piece is possibly James Spader getting cast as Ultron for Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
If you guys don't know who James Spader is, a little bit shame on you, but a little bit understandable at the same time. But he was in Boston Legal, and if you've never watched an episode of Boston Legal, I do sort of feel sorry for you.
Yeah, he's one. Yeah, everyone should know him, but he's one of those actors you won't know his name, but when you see him, you'll fucking know him.
Yeah. I think he'll just be a voice though. He's not a.
Yeah, I don't think
actor
anything,
because Ultron will be, I think, CGI.
Yeah.
Really should have checked on that before I started talking about it. But yeah, basically, that'll be. I think he'll do that, right? He's a pretty decent actor, so and it's Joss Whedon, so
he knows what's up, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, I reckon he'll cut it out. I mean, if it's his His voice, I don't know like how to explain it, but it's fucking distinct as shit. So, I mean, Ultron, I'm guessing he's like a... Yeah, no, like I just want to say he has this sinister voice for a villain like that, so... No, it should be good.
It will be. And also, it's starting to look a little bit like one of the heroes might not make it out of the Avengers too.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be interesting. Nothing. It's just speculation at the moment, but I can sort of see it happening as well. To keep it on track with everything else.
Well, that would be the next step up from the Avengers one.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to let go of some people.
You got to
try to get that emotional attachment.
Yeah.
Because I mean, to be honest, the first one was just an action film.
Yeah, it was.
And then after that, I haven't watched it since I saw it in the cinemas, and I don't really want to.
And it will keep with Joss Whedon's theme of killing off main characters.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yep. That's cool. Yeah. What other?
We got news? Batman vs Superman is getting filmed in Michigan, so in Detroit to be exact. Slightly interesting, I think, because I liked the way Nolan portrayed Gotham, and because he did that in like a few different cities. He did it in L.A., New York, and I think Chicago.
Yeah. I saw all the B-roll footage. I think is from the Chicago shoot because he can't remember what it's called, the flying vehicle. What's it fucking called?
The Batwing.
Yeah, that's going down the street like on a crane, and he smashes one of the cameras off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the 3 locations. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see the difference in what it looks like. Because I did like the way Nolan portrayed that Gotham. I thought that Gotham was pretty cool looking. So, yeah. And also a movie coming out called 47 Ronin. Get on that shit. Basically, Keanu Reeves being a badass, pretty much. Samurai movie, Japanese. Yeah, it's...
That's all you need to know, man.
Yeah. Because Keanu just directed himself in a movie called Man of Tai Chi, which was fucking awesome. If you guys haven't seen it, if you guys are into like any sort of foreign-ish flicks, like martial arts ones, Man of Tai Chi is one to definitely watch. But it is 47 Ronin is a Hollywood treatment of a famous story.
Yeah, which is looking pretty cool. I mean, I wasn't sold on it prior to you showing me that trailer. I don't know why, but I don't know, just the stills and shit I saw just weren't anything like impressive. So yeah, it's looking pretty cool. And I mean, everyone loves Keanu Reeves, I'm guessing. You can't hate the guy. So yeah, it's looking pretty sweet.
Yeah, here's the official synopsis for 47 Ronin. Keanu Reeves makes an explosive return to action-adventure in 47 Ronin. After a treacherous warlord kills their master and banishes their kind, 47 leaderless samurai vow to seek vengeance and restore honor to their people. Driven from their homes and deprived across the land, this band of Ronin must seek the help of Kai, Keanu Reeves, a half-breed they once rejected, as they fight their way across a savage world of mythic beasts, shape-shifting witchcraft, and wondrous terrors. As this exiled, enslaved outcast becomes their most deadly weapon, he will transform into the hero who inspires this band of outnumbered rebels to seize eternity.
Yeah, boy.
Based on a true story as well. Yeah. Obviously not with the mythic beasts stuff like that, but based on a true story in regards to Japanese folklore, you could say. So based off something that people say happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which leaves room in terms of movies for a lot of cool things, I guess.
Yeah.
Like you said, all the mythic
beasts.
beasts and shit like that.
Mythic beasts!
So, yeah, no, it's looking pretty sweet. What is the release date on that, do you know?
December 25th, 2013.
Oh, fuck. We're not going to get that on the 25th.
No.
We never get Christmas movies.
No.
It's usually in January. First 2 weeks of January, I think. But, yeah, should be good.
Yeah.
So, what else? Is that it? On your end?
Yeah, I think
Talk
so.
about
What have
the
you got?
rest.
Yeah.
Well, what do we have? Okay, I'll do the first, because the last two I could go on for ages, and I might have to. So, Matt Damon signs for Interstellar, which is Christopher Nolan's sci-fi flick. Yeah, I don't know. He's been in the news a lot. Fuck, he wants to do Aquaman. He said he wants to do Robin. He signs for this, so.
Fucking Matt Damon.
I guess he's kind of hot property if he's in Interstellar. It's a small role, though.
We're seeing the rise of Affleck and Damon again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah, it says he's been cast in a small role, obviously, because the lead's Matthew McConaughey.
I fucking hate Matthew McConaughey.
No, he's all good, man.
Nah,
he's getting better. Watch, have you seen Mud?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
You liked him. You liked Mud.
Mud's fucking amazing. Just not argue about that yet. But, yeah, so Matt Damon and Interstellar. There's probably going to be a few more people signed to it, I guess. Next bit would be Star Wars Episode 7 is confirmed to shoot in Pinewood Studios in the UK. And it's not that big of news right there, but because I mean it's fucking Star Wars, they can shoot anywhere they fucking want. Mm-hmm. So I know it's cool to know tidbits about Episode 7.
I wonder if we'll see Weta's handiwork in it at any point.
Oh, no doubt. Be stupid not to. Mm. Weta's tied into quite a lot of stuff we don't even hear about. I didn't even... Iron Man 3, yeah, they're the fucking place to go to for, Weta Digital.
Yeah, well, Weta itself is, they're one only two companies in the world that can do what they can do.
Yeah.
And the other places in LA. So it's just
the amount of visual effects crew on Iron Man 3 was nuts, though.
Oh, yeah.
The credits I saw in that were fucking scrolling for, close to a minute of just visual effects people, I swear.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's that. There's a rumour of principal photography for Episode 7 will begin shooting on January 21st, 2014. Yeah, so obviously a rumour. That's about it.
You're a rumour.
Oh, yeah. Star Wars is a rumour. It should stay a rumour, man. Star Wars, we don't need Episode 7.
I think we do.
I just don't want them to fuck it up, man.
I don't want them to fuck it up, but we need an Episode 7 because the other three were so fucking bad that they shouldn't be in existence. So... Yeah. It's sort of like one of those ones of they need to rewrite the wrongs of the past by making good Star Wars.
Yeah.
and bring us back to the glory it was before George Lucas decided, fuck it, I've made a lot of money off this. Yeah. I'm just gonna fuck with this film so much that it doesn't resemble anything like what it originally looked like. Fucking Darth Vader going, no! Where the fucking Darth Vader go? No! Fucking piece of shit. What the fucking no?
Yeah, I guess they can only go up with the new trilogy because, yeah, like you said, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, and the reason I'm going on about that no thing, guys, is because in the Blu-ray version of Star Wars, at the end where Luke is getting fucking electrocuted by the Emperor, in the originally how it stood, Darth Vader just his sort of fatherly love kicked in and he killed the Emperor. Spoilers if you haven't, fuck off.
You fuck out here with that shit. You should fucking have seen Star Wars 20 times over by now.
Yeah. And so he does that, but in the Blu-ray version, instead of just doing that, he goes, "No!" And he picks up the Emperor and throws him. Which is fucking stupid.
Yeah. I don't know why they... Yeah, like, what?
It's like when they digitally remastered, like, the end scene where Luke's sitting there and he's like, and it shows, like, his dad and stuff. It shows, like, his dad and fucking, and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda.
Yeah.
And then they digitally remastered that to put in a different Yoda, and then put in fucking, that shitty little fucking piece of shit as fucking Darth Vader.
Yeah.
It's like, what? What? Like, as he was a good Anakin. Fuck off!
Fuck
Suck my dick! That actually fucked me off when they did that.
Fair enough, mate.
Sorry, I just ranted for a few minutes.
Well, I think we've got another idea for a rant episode, Star Wars.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to invite Jack on for that.
Yeah, there's going to be... Yeah.
I've already told him about it. He was all keen for it.
Yeah, so there's going to be a few rant episodes coming out, guys. They're going to be called the 0.5s as well. So it'll be like 4.5 or 5.5 or some shit like that. And then carry on like that. And it'll just be us ranting or talking about some other shit that we can talk on. And they'll be quite humorous. So if you're into a bit of that, I'd say get on that.
Yeah.
Get on that.
Next bit of news is...
Get on it.
Reviews for... I don't know how to say his name. Alfonso Cuarón. The guy that directed Children of Men. Have you seen Children of Men?
Yeah. I didn't like it.
Oh, you fucking shit.
I know. I look. No. I'm willing to admit I should like it. I just don't.
Okay, fair enough.
I just. I don't. I see all the merits in it. People raving about it. I see them all. I just don't enjoy the flick, and I don't know why.
Oh, it's probably like something similar to me in Game of Thrones. I just don't like the times Game of Thrones is set in. But people grill me for it. So I'm like, no, I just don't like it. Anyway.
You don't... okay, you don't like the times?
I don't like the times, like the fucking old medieval...
You don't like the mythical world
I don't like
set...
dragons, I don't like Skyrim, I don't like Oblivion, I don't like any of those types of games. It's just like, fuck off with that shit.
I fucking hate those games. I don't hate those games as well. I just like seeing cunts stab other cunts and, like, titties.
Yeah,
so,
there's a lot of other shows with that.
Like, yeah, I know, but this is good because there's some hot-ass chicks near me.
Anyway...
Come on, there's some good titty.
Yeah, his new film Gravity, which has George Clooney and...
Every time you say Gravity, I think of John Mayer.
Eh?
You say Gravity and I think of John Mayer because he's got a song called Gravity.
So it's got Sandra Bullock and George Clooney in it. Two astronauts out on a mission. I think they're repairing...
Oh, yeah,
you would have seen the trailer. They're repairing a space station and then... something goes horribly wrong, it explodes, etc., and then they're just spinning out of control in space.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah. So, just basically a quick roundup of all the reviews. Pretty much everyone's just saying it's fucking amazing, even though the concept is pretty minimal. It running at 91 minutes, it goes insanely fast. And one critic even said that it's like Speed, but in space. You know, Speed. Going back to Keanu Reeves.
I like Speed.
Yeah. The awesome Indonesian film called The Raid is getting an American remake. It's all official now, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's 100%. It doesn't fucking need it, but American audiences are retards, so they've probably demanded it. Or a studio's seen where they can make a lot of money, and they're jumping at the chance. So, yeah. Weird thing is that the original Raid, even when it went to the US market, it got subtitled as The Raid Redemption. just because, I don't know, fucking American audiences need shit spoon-fed to them. They're dumbasses. And yeah, so that's about it. I'm not going to dive into it too much because we'll probably talk about that on the remake rant episode. So yeah, basically it's not needed. If you want a good action flick, I mean, watch The Raid. It's Indonesian, so you're going to have to fucking, unless you speak Indonesian, you're going to have to read English subtitles. But don't let that distract you from the movie because it's fucking amazing. You don't even need subtitles, to be honest. You can watch the movie without knowing what the fuck they're on about. So it's pretty straightforward. But, yeah. Oh, and also The Raid 2 will probably be out Q1 next year. So, yeah, that's about it. So fuck you.
Yeah. Also, one thing I did forget is that Spawn is getting a reboot, and it's going to be start filming in 2014, and it will be a horror movie, not a superhero movie.
Yeah, pretty keen.
So, if you guys don't know what Spawn is, you can shut up because Spawn is fucking awesome. The movie that came out in the mid 90s, I saw it. It was late 90s, I think. Yeah, late 90s. Possibly early 2000s. It actually wasn't that bad. I liked it. Yeah, but at the time, yeah, I can see where it went wrong with a lot of things. But it sort of also, it does bring up a lot of issues with me as well. At the fact that Hollywood at the moment is only relying on comic books.
Yeah. It's pretty sad.
Like, the original IP content coming out of big blockbuster movies is not fucking happening. You know, I can honestly say the last big blockbuster that came out that was based off original sort of IP was Avatar.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
And even then, that was like Pocahontas on crack.
Yeah. It's pretty sad.
You know, everything else that has been big movies has pretty much all been, you know, that are cracking that sort of $1 billion boundary has been, or even like over 600 million, which is, once a movie hits, I'd say 500 to 600 million, I consider it a blockbuster. Yep. Everything under there is just a flick, sort of, for me. But there's everything else that's coming out is pretty much been based off comic books or graphic novels. There's no IP coming out, which is fucking pissing me off, to be honest. Like,
yeah, it's pretty shit.
Yeah, it actually really is. As much as I love comic books and stuff, but I just want to see some good original IP coming out. You know?
Yeah.
Makes me sad.
It's another idea for a rant episode, I guess.
Yeah.
It can be tied with the remakes and reboots episode.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap up.
Yeah. That's really about it from us, guys. So, yeah, we'll get this one out to you soon. And keep an eye out for our Point 5 podcast, which I think the first one will be possibly Athlete Gate.
Yeah. Or hit a mad high there. Yeah, it is. I don't know when it's going to come out, though.
I don't know when it's going to come out. Yeah, so we will get that out to you soon. Okay, guys? We're going to love you and leave you, and just remember, just go fuck